Previously on the Lazy Geckos, we anchored just offshore in Lake Worth, Florida, and started our Bahamas screening process.
You have to get the PCR, so it's a specific one.
Okay, I'm gonna go in and turn. Okay.
Who do you think did better, Mom or Dad?
You. No, it's gonna be rough when you put on your West Marine floaty.
We braved some strong winds and waves to get it all done. Now we're pulling the anchor up for a nighttime crossing to the Bahamas.
Nice.
Today is passage day. We're gonna leave around sunset. Usually I'd be like prepping food and getting the boat ready and everything else, but the first stop would be West End, which is 9 hours. So wake up in the morning, we'll be awake, and when we stop there, it'll be sunrise and I'll make breakfast. Besides that, the second stop in the Berries is 24 hours, but we're only gonna continue on to the Berries as long as the weather's beautiful. So I can cook in beautiful weather, so I have nothing to do. We got all our gadgets charging, and then somebody said they were gonna go nap. I can't nap, I'm too excited. I can never nap, but he can. That means he's gonna pull more of the night shift.
The captain is all snuggled up. He's resting to take us across the Gulf Stream. Let's do it. Welcome to Lazy Gecko Sailing. Looking for something exciting, free, and real? If so, you found the right place. Meet Calypso, our floating home.
It's not working.
We're sailing her all over and taking you for the ride. Please click on subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun.
I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down.
I can hear him breathing. He's really napping good. All right, that's it. Wheel aboard.
Is it Bahamas time?
It is, after we pay $120.
Are you ready, Reese? What's the process there, dear?
I filled out the health certificate visa application. They accepted the COVID test. They came back, it said approved for him, and ours both say approved but pending because we have to pay $60 each. We're adults. He's exempt because he's under 10. And so I'm gonna pay and then we'll go. We just booked a marina for when we land over there in the Berries. We read some reviews. Can't really get in unless you get into a marina because you can't dinghy up and you can't climb the docks, they're too high. So to check in, we're gonna get a marina, and then we got to quarantine for 5 days, and then we'll get our COVID test there in the Bahamas, and then we'll be free to roam the Bahamas as we please.
The sea should be about 2 to 4 for the first part of the night, and then diminish to 1 to 3, then 0 to 2. So looks like we should have a decent passage. It might be a little rough when it starts. We're gonna start tonight right after sunset.
Well, I'm prepared.
Nice.
I woke up and put that bad boy on. I was like, I'm not even playing around with this.
It's about 1700. The winds are around 12 to 15. It's supposed to be dying down. It takes about an hour, about 50 minutes for us to get from here to the inlet. So we're gonna go ahead and weigh anchor and head that way. We're expecting a little bit rough at the beginning, maybe 2 to 4. And then in about 2 hours after sunset, it should calm down to about 9. So we're gonna try to track south a little bit. The Gulf Stream is about 11 miles offshore right now. So during that 11 miles, I'm gonna try to go, which is unfortunately into the wind, but a little bit south so that when we hit the Gulf Stream, we can do that little whoop up to West End. And then we plan on cruising right on by West End and going straight to the Berries. But West End is our bug out point. Brittany's hooking up the Bluetooth
On my
headsets.
third try.
Yeah, she does this. I can't do it at all. It sucks. And we'll get out of here.
We've staged here before. It's a great place to cross from. After all the prep, it was time to weigh anchor and head offshore. We're timing it so we can navigate the inlet just before we lose the light of day.
We hit the Gulf Stream a little early.
The Gulf Stream, well, NOAA marine forecast said the Gulf Stream's location out here was 11 miles offshore. Chris Parker said it was 1 mile. As soon as we hit 1 mile, we hit the Gulf Stream. If you don't come offshore, you don't realize how close 1 mile is. It's amazing the Gulf Stream's right there. But interesting, it's interesting when you cross it because like if you look right here, we're going about 130 degrees, which is southeast. I mean, you're going southeast. But our track, we're going straight east. As you see the red. So the blue is where the boat is actually facing, and the red is where we're going. So what I'm trying to do is just mitigate getting, like, how much damage we get as far as going north. I know we're gonna get pushed north. I was hoping to go down. I was going with the marine, the NOAA one, like I can go down 11 miles offshore. I can go southeast and then just go across. That pushed me up. So, but unfortunately we hit the Gulf Stream right away. So I'm hoping that the dang thing is pushed over. Maybe, you know, it's just a little skinnier and I can get out of it on the other side and have time. But we're gonna get pushed a little bit north and we'll just have to make it up on the other side. You can also figure out like how far you want to take it. I went ahead and took us down to 5 knots. So the more I go into the Gulf Stream, helps reduce how far north we're pushed, but you also slow down. So I slowed us down by turning southeast down to no slower than 5 knots, between 5 and 5, 5 and 5.5. And then once we get across the Gulf Stream, we will turn southeast or south or whatever we have to do. We'll be able to use like the full speed the boat can do, which is usually about 6.5 to 7.5. So, but we're definitely in the Gulf Stream right now. We've only been out here for like half hour, but it's good.
I'm happy we left. There's a pretty gnarly storm behind us.
Yeah. Yeah. We can go that way.
Gulf Stream crossings have all sorts of math calculations in them. The longer you're in it, the more you're pushed north. Jeremiah has fun with it.
All right, it is my second shift of the night. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I'm waiting for the sun to come up. We decided that we had good weather, so we didn't stop at West End, and we're continuing on to the ferries. But between West End and the ferries, there's a bunch of cruise ships. I'm gonna say like 15 to 20 cruise ships. Jeremiah's sleeping, so it's just me up here, and I'm like trying to navigate it. It's a little stressful. You just can't see, so I'm like, I hope the sun comes up. Plus, my scopamine patch, the side effect of it is blurred vision. So things are starting to get blurry for me. It happens to me every time. I remember the first time it happened, I had it on for 3 days, and I woke up that morning and I couldn't read anything. Everything was a blur. So now I can recognize what's happening, but it makes it harder to navigate on the screens what's going on. But anyways, we'll get through it. I'm a little tired. Scopamine makes you really drowsy, and I've only slept 2 hours. But I'm looking forward to hitting the berries. Should be a good time. How'd you sleep?
Good. Well, okay. Probably slept for like an hour and a half.
That's great.
Yeah. How's it going out here?
No traffic. The waves are staying the same. The wind's staying the same. And it's beautiful.
Our starboard side is a little bit lower on fuel, so they had to run the generator a little bit, but we're doing okay. We have 2 hours, no, 3.5 hours left.
Yeah.
It's cool. Coming into the cruise ship area, huh?
I went through a lot of cruise ships last night.
Are you sure those are cruise ships or
I don't know if they were cruise ships or tankers.
what side was it on?
They were on both sides.
Really?
They were scattered all
those
over.
are tankers. That was a shipping lane.
They were all over the place.
Yeah, the shipping lane.
I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this.
It was right at the corner of Grand Bahamas. It's a shipping lane right there.
And it's so dark. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
It's so dark, and I'm like,
You really got to rely on your AIS and your radar.
seriously, but I don't want to run into one.
No, you don't want to.
You know, but as soon as I got closer, it seems like they started to clear away to one side or the other. When I first got there, they were all over, and then they started spreading as I was coming through.
Halfway through our water maker cycle, Jeremiah will switch to the second tank using a 3-way valve located in this aft compartment.
It goes through a 5-minute flush after that and uses 5 gallons of water, so it's best to just time it and then swap it over from port to starboard. Get both tanks full with the same run, and then you can just flush it one time. And you only use 5-gallon CDP. I just got asked if I've done any check-ins. The answer is no. Checking in now though. We were just putting the sail up, or dropping the mainsail, and so in the back of a mainsail there's a line called a topping lift, and it basically just holds the boom up on a catamaran. So when you have the sail down, the topping lift's holding the boom up, and then when you put the sail up, you release tension on the topping lift, let the sail hold the boom up. So before you drop the sail, you tension the topping lift. So I was just tensioning it, and I was like, dude, this thing has a lot of play in it. So I walked around, and it was halfway up the damn mast.
Yeah,
so,
I heard some shaking on my shift. It sounded like metal rattling around. I figured it was a dinghy block, because I kept looking back here and everything seemed to be intact. I didn't want to wake you up because you just fell asleep, but I think that's probably what it broke.
Yeah, I think the shackle popped off. It broke something. It probably just came undone, which was weird because I just secured everything. But anyway, it was old, came undone. It doesn't look like the topping lift is broken, the splice on everything, so it looks like the shackle just came apart. And it probably went overboard because I can't find it. But now we have to get the topping lift down. You can see it swinging around up there. It's like probably 4 feet, maybe 3 or 4 feet out of my grasp if I get on the boom. I might be able to raise the boom up and hop up the boom because it can angle up. But right now, so what I did is I set the spinnaker halyard on it. Put the spinnaker halyard on it, put tension on it, and then I could use that to bring the boom up, and maybe I could reach it. But I think it's too high. So it should be raised me up the mast sometime here. I have a bunch of shackles. All right, there's my check-in.
Good job.
Thank you.
We are all checked in.
Yeah, man. It's good. I'm just getting dinghy undone. And like, you know, I put like a spider web on it in case like you have a failure up there, something like that. So just getting everything set up.
What do you think about the check-in process without a COVID vaccine?
It was great. Easy, right?
Yeah, we don't.
Basically the same thing as if you do have it. So.
Yeah, I thought maybe we'd have to quarantine for 5 days, but we don't.
No. It's good stuff. How you doing? Hello. Doing well. How are you?
This snoozy little marina in the Berries is a great spot to check in. Much better than the more congested ports, in our opinion. We'll be here for 5 days waiting on our next COVID test. It's not technically a quarantine though, so we've decided to go exploring.
Picked up a rental car for $75 a day, and we decided to come to get a hotspot.
You get my mask, or a mask. You got one?
Yeah.
I'll put a mask in there. Put it in there. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. So Jeremiah is going to get us a hotspot. We did switch to Google Fi before we came to the Bahamas, and the service worked, and we can text and call, but the hotspot won't work, and we need a hotspot or good Wi-Fi to upload content like videos into our social media. So the marina Wi-Fi is no good, and one of the gentlemen said to come get a hotspot here, so that's what we're doing. You happy to be back in the islands?
Yeah, but there's a bug back here annoying.
Oh boy, it's okay. It's just a little bug.
Is it a rain bug?
I don't know, where is it?
It keeps like going on and I came back up right there.
I don't know, but Reese got lit up the other day by bugs. He had 22 bug bites. They're just starting to heal now. Show me some of them. Show me your bug bites.
Here, and they're just starting to heal, and then now I'm gonna get explosive bug bites again.
The explosive bug bites again?
Yeah, I can remember I got new bug bites today.
All right, I'll try to get it. Hold on.
All right, we swapped out. She's in there because I don't know where my credit cards are. She's really bad at taking my credit cards and moving them and then putting them all over the place. But anyway, my 2 credit cards I always use are not on my money clip. So we just swapped out because they wanted to see an ID and stuff like that. So she had hers and she's in there getting the cards. I got you a card for your iPad. You happy with that? Yeah, what?
Finally, because like when we're trying to go, like Mom's trying to look up how to make Minecraft paints, it didn't even load.
Yeah, he's very much into Minecraft. Oh, here we go. What?
Yeah. Okay, so we didn't get a hotspot. We got 3 new SIM cards to put in our phones.
Yeah, they didn't have hotspots here, so
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
It looks like it was $345.
Well, I put $100 each on each card, so it was
Okay.
$45 for the 3 cards.
Yeah, I was like, holy moly, what does that get us for $345? She's like, there's $100 on each card.
Right, yeah.
So, cool, we know how to do this. We did it before.
Along our way, we found paradise.
Tell me this isn't like a commercial.
I don't like the Corona.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking?
Getting in.
Yeah, getting in.
But we might.
This is perfect because look at it, like you can see anything for a long time.
I say we go drive a bit more and then get in when we're all. This is gonna be uncomfortable.
It's a huge stingray down here, right on the water, right on the edge.
Suddenly, we were treated to a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Our very own Manta Ray came in, seemingly to welcome us to the Bahamas.
Look at him turning. Oh, he's coming back in. It's huge. He's like 6 feet across, easy. Yeah. Nice. How cool is that, dude?
And
still
he's
see
like
him.
almost friendly about it. He's
I know.
coming up and stuff.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Coming back
Yeah.
up.
Try
I
it.
don't think I've ever experienced that type of thing. It's like running down the beach trying to bring you the GoPro.
Go get him.
This is probably one of my favorite moments ever.
That's amazing, huh?
Oh yeah, very cool.
This is our first beach in the Berries. We just popped by here, exploring the area, and it is beautiful. Reese is looking for shells. He likes to find shells. He has a little treasure box that he puts them in. Any luck?
Tiny one.
Nice.
I almost forgot how beautiful the Bahamas waters were.
It's insane, huh? You can still see that guy down there.
So clear, I can come off the shelf right away.
So this was our first stop. I don't think this is either called Lover's Beach or Sandy Beach. There's 2 different ones. And then I think there's caves down there that we can explore. I think they're right there.
Look, guys, there's a fish.
Oh yeah, look, fish right out there.
We're on the east side of the island, right? No, yeah. East, heading north on the island, and they kind of just have little spots where you pull off and enter into the beach or the caves or whatever it might be. So that's pretty awesome, and nobody's here. Totally remote, not overpopulated. I read in the cruiser's guide that the island has 807 people living on it. That's not very much at all. And I think it's made up of 30-something primary islands, and then over 100 if you count like all the little spots. But yeah, it's nice to be back.
Wouldn't you know it? We found another private beach. It was time to get in this beautiful water.
It's called Sugar Beach, and now I know why. It's like fine grained sugar. So soft.
Yeah, it's really heavy. It sinks right down to the ground.
It is heavy. It is. It's like a bag of sugar. It's not shelly at all. It's disappointing. Usually we look for shells, but there's like hardly any here.
Yeah, it's very sugary, I guess. Well, I'm gonna go back to drinking my beer now.
All right.
Have fun.
I think we're going to like it here. Coming up on the Lazy Geckos.
We're gonna try to submerge it in water.
We're going down.
Prepared Mom.
It's called Soldier's Key. There's a lightning storm.
You're gonna go for it, huh?
Have to.
You're always giving me crap.
Toiletries, snacks.
Do you have any sharks circling the boat?
A big reason why we stayed in the States for so long. 8 rounds of antibiotics.
This is the windy application. Wanna do it? There you go.
What did you do wrong, Jeremiah?
Want more? Check us out at lazygeckos.net. Remember, patrons can get complimentary access. You can also visit our Vimeo channel. The link is below. Don't forget to click subscribe to get all of the fun. See you next week.